There's an awful lot of strong material. It is now on videotape. We have played.
The government's lied. The government lied about inventing the HIV virus as a means of genocide against people of color. Government's lied. The government lied about a connection between Al-Qaeda and Saddam Hussein and a connection between 9/11/01 and Operation Iraqi Freedom. Government's lied. The government lied about weapons of mass destruction in Iraq being a threat to the United States peace. And guess what else? If they don't find them some weapons of mass destruction, they're going to do just like the LAPD and plant them some weapons of mass destruction. Barack knows what it means to be a black man living in a country and a culture that is controlled by rich white people. Hillary can never know that. Hillary ain't never been called a n***. Hillary is married to Bill, and Bill have been good to us. No, he ain't. Bill did us just like he did Monica Lewinsky. He was riding dirty. The government gives them the drugs, builds bigger prisons, passes a 3-strike law, and then wants us to sing God Bless America? No, no, no. Not God Bless America. God damn America. That's in the Bible for killing innocent people. God damn America for treating us citizens as less than... We have supported state terrorism against the Palestinians and black South Africans, and now we are indignant because the stuff we have done overseas is now brought right back into our own front yard.
Can you characterize your own reactions to this? Did you know that he had made these statements before the videotape appeared?
You know, frankly, I didn't. I wasn't in church during the time that these statements were made. I did not hear such incendiary language myself personally, either in conversations with him or when I was in the pew. But these particular statements that have been gathered are ones that I strongly objected to, strongly condemned. Had I heard them in church, I would have expressed that concern directly to Reverend Wright. So I didn't become familiar with these until recently.
We bombed Hiroshima, we bombed Nagasaki, and we nuked far more than the thousands in New York and the Pentagon, and we never batted an eye. We have supported state terrorism against the Palestinians and black South Africans, and now we are indignant because the stuff we have done overseas is now brought right back into our own front yards.
We've heard my former pastor, Jeremiah Wright, use incendiary language to express views that have the potential not only to widen the racial divide, but views that denigrate both the greatness and the goodness of our nation. Did I know him to be an occasionally fierce critic of American domestic and foreign policy? Of course. Did I ever hear him make remarks that could be considered controversial while I sat in the church? Yes, emanating from the perverse and hateful ideologies of radical Islam. So what is wrong with America, above all that we know, is right with America. My candidacy is somehow an exercise in affirmative action.
Senator, you gave an amazing speech on Tuesday. We were actually at the Constitution Center, but not giving as eloquent a speech as you were, believe me. And you talked about your white grandmother and how there was a time when even she feared black men, and that she even occasionally would use a racial or ethnic stereotype.
The point I was making, she is a typical white person who, if she sees somebody on the street that she doesn't know, there's a reaction that's been bred into our experiences that don't go away and that sometimes come out in the wrong way.
Let me tell you something. For the first time in my adult lifetime, I'm really proud of my country. And not just because Barack has done well,